Hello. Welcome to Clean Spirit Guidance. Yeah. Frankincense and myrrh for you. Round of applause. We love her, right? Oof. Gotta cleanse that energy. I am an intuitive channeler that receives messages from the divine, source, universe, God, whoever's above, below, all around. Okay. But I am here to relay messages for those of the highest good, okay? Got it? This page, this channel is focused on self-love, healing. We're here to prosper, okay? That's what we're trying to do. We're smoking it out. Smoking out the window. Why is that song coming? What's that song about? That's Bruno Mars, right? No. Yeah, no. Bruno Mars and I can see his big smile. You guys know who I'm talking about. They did that duo. That duo group. What is that song about? Diamonds on her. This bitch got me paying for rent, paying for trips. Diamonds on my neck, diamonds on her wrist. Something like that. Some of you might be. That's wild. Okay, hold up. Some of you might be in a connection right now where you are realizing you are being used. It's like player energy, and it's ironic. Well, it's not ironic. I can't even. The song Dreams by Fleetwood Mac was one of the songs that I channeled. And it was the players only love you when they're playing. They say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You are currently in the middle of a storm, aren't you? Some of you are. And you are getting some newfound clarity about a connection that you're in. You know, this could be like romantic, it could be family, it could be work. But I'm getting like, I don't know, you're being used right now. But you gotta remember, you're also used by God, right? So what you're experiencing right now, this newfound clarity that you're getting, it's giving you strength as well, okay? It's an unfortunate way, but you are a lesson for this person. They were a lesson for you, but you are cloaked in divinity. This is going to be a harsh lesson for them. So, into the channeled messages. Sorry. Okay, so I got on the very top, like I said, 555-311. But some other songs that I was channeling as well was the song. I don't know. It's like the Black Crows. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's she talks to angels. She talks to angels. I'm probably butchering that, but she talks to angels. That's the part that kept repeating in my head over and over. So some of you have intuitive gifts. Some of you have gifts where you, like I said, you have a direct line to source. Okay? And you might be hearing things lately. Hearing voices, seeing shadows in your house. Nothing to be alarmed about. If this is new for you, if this is something new you're experiencing, don't be afraid, because this is a gift that you were given. You're gonna learn how to balance it out here soon. But some of you might be going through that. The other song that I channeled was "Linger" by the Cranberries, and the part that I kept playing in my head was, "Ooh, I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger." And it's I'm such a fool for you, that part. So somebody in this dynamic, some of you, in these, whatever connection you're dealing with, are feeling like a fool, like for this person, like a sucker for this person. You might be in a cycle right now that seems to be going in a loop, and you're starting to like see the repetitive, unhealthy dynamics of this cycle. I feel like your angels and your guides are trying to guide you through this too. They're trying to help you because it's a very healing time. Some of you are like I said, the song Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, the players only love you when they're playing. So like, some of you are in connections where you are being used. But also, I'm picking up that some of you are in connections that you feel like you're being used, but you have some unhealed trauma that you need to face still, like some, because I got shadow work on here. So some of you might need to be doing shadow work right now because of some betrayal trauma that you might have experienced in the past. Because also with the song Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, I wrote next to it ego, competition, jealousy, envy, betrayal. So some of you might have experienced that in a relationship in your past, and you're in a new connection now, and you're kind of still in that mindset, very untrusting, suspicious. Now, only if this applies, okay? If this applies to you, don't try to force it. Use your intuition. Like I said, connect to source. But some of you need to use your discernment, because there's definitely some like lingering like past energy, or like I'm hearing sex demons from situations that you might have been in before this connection you're in now, and they are interfering with you, like with you guys actually coming into union and progressing. Now, this doesn't have to just be romantic. It can be, like I said, with family. It can be with work, a work dynamic. There's some sort of like trauma that you need to go inward and face, so then you can open up to these new connections. But like I said, there are others of you who are in a situation right now where you are with somebody who is in competition with you, and you might not even be, like, you probably didn't even realize it, but you're like I said, your angels, your guides, this new, like, in this new clarity, this intuitive nudge you've been getting, it's correct, okay? It's matters of the ego. But cleanse, frankincense and myrrh, spiritual bath, salt bath, shower daily, rinse yourself, okay? Sage, Palo Santo, open your windows up when you're doing it. 417 hertz, okay? Have it on a loop throughout your house. Clean, sweep. Some of you need to clean your bathroom. You need to sweep your bathroom and clean your bathroom, because you, right now, some of you, there's a reason why you're in a connection where there's some ego issues and competition and jealousy, because some of you are like in your star player right now, like you're manifesting, and whatever this is that's happening, it's a distraction, okay? But your bathroom is a big space for manifesting money. So you need to clean your bathroom. Okay, and I'm talking like actually get down there and clean your tub, clean behind the toilet, wipe things off, like clean it up, okay? What else? other things you might have been seeing. Right now, I have written down coyote, deer, and squirrel. So you might have seen these, or these animals are your spirit animals right now, and you need to look into them. A little how I came about this was the other day I was driving, and I shit you not, there was a coyote on the other side of the road running in the middle of the road, and I didn't realize it was a coyote at first, and then when I got up to it, I slowed down, and as it was running, it turned its head, and we made eye contact for, it felt like a long time, but then I sped up, after I was like in awe, and it continued to run with me, and it just continued running with me, until it got to a point where it finally took a left into a field, and then shortly after that, a deer ran out in front of my car. And I had slowed down, but it ran out in front of my car, looked at me, and then continued going. And then after I dropped my kids off at school, there was a squirrel that ran out. And the squirrel had a nut in its hand. And I thought I was going to hit it, and I thankfully was able to stop before I did. But I saw the nut, and it looked at me, and then it scurried off. Now, when I looked up the spiritual meanings of each of these, with the deer, it's a very gentle spirit. They're resourceful, they're loving. And when I looked at the squirrel, it's resourceful, flexible, and open. But with the coyote, it's self-reflection, transformation, and trickery. Now, with everything I talked about prior to this, like I said, some of you are in connections where you have trauma that you are kind of letting relive in your current connections, and this connection that you're in is through the divine, through the source. You guys are together because you're supposed to help each other heal. You're parallel from each other, like how me and the coyote were parallel. You guys are parallel from each other on this healing journey. Now, I am picking up that you need to be more flexible with how you handle certain things in your connection, and be more loving and nurturing. And I'm not just saying to the other person, but to yourself, okay? Whatever emotions you're feeling, speak them in a healthy way, and release your emotions, okay? Don't suppress anything, but release it in a healthy way. Sit down with your partner. If you feel like you can't without exploding, write it out, and then maybe sit down later, but journal. Some of you need a journal. But with the coyote and the trickery, like I'm saying, I feel like when I was picking up on sex demons earlier, you have some lingering trauma from these connections you were in your past, that is, it's basically devil energy keeping you from fulfillment, okay? You guys need to self-reflect right now. You're in a very transformative state, okay? Release control. Go inward. Anytime you feel triggered, go inward, okay? Because if your partner is triggering you, and if it's unintentional at that, if they have their own issues and their issues trigger you, it is your responsibility to work on your triggers, okay? It's your responsibility, and it's your responsibility to implement healthy boundaries. And boundaries are not designed to keep people out, okay? Remember that. They're not designed to keep people out. They're designed to bring you closer. You have to be willing to be vulnerable, though, and you have to be willing to say what you need. Some of you, I think the vibe I'm getting is some of you are flighty, with the squirrel, how they're kind of flighty and chaotic at the same time. I feel like some of you might be, this devil energy is trick or treat. It's tricking you. It's a trick or treat. The divine is It's either you're gonna think it's a trick or you're gonna believe it's a treat. Which one? Which one do you want? Do you want to be tricked? Like, do you want to stay in this energy that like you think everybody's fooling you all the time and you can't trust anybody, or do you want to be treated well? And that also goes for those of you who are in these connections that are, you're getting this like newfound clarity that the person you're with is are you going to choose to be tricked by this person, or are you going to choose to treat yourself right? Are you going to choose to go towards what treats you like God treats you, like the divine treats you? You know what I mean? What fulfills you? Because all of our connections in our life should I'm having a hard time. My throat chakra, something's going on here. But about all of our connections in our life should have us build a stronger relationship with ourselves, with one another, and with God. Okay? If you don't got those three going on with you in the connection that you're currently in, on both ends, then it's time for some self-reflection, baby. Look me in my eyes, just like that coyote did and that deer did. Go inward, okay? Trust your intuition. Your guides are waiting for you. They are waiting to hear from you. Sorry, that was confirmation. I had a notification and it stopped my recording. So, like I said, I wrote this out from 11/11 to now. And the 11/11 energy has been this like newness energy in general. I kept seeing 777 and 888. So y'all it's a very abundant time for you guys right now. And some of you, these relationships that you're in, these connections you're in, they are a part of your abundance. Don't get tricked out of it. That's the devil, when manifestations are around the corner, the devil comes in hard. A lot of you might be having like people from your past come back up randomly too. Have been like trying to get in contact with you. You might have been having some soreness like within your lower back, your shoulders, your neck, and maybe chest pains. If you're experiencing any chest pains, you need to implement a breathing meditation, okay, of some sort. Somebody needs that. I just heard that. One other thing that I got that I need to share. So this page, I found this. It's ripped out of some book, but it's an ape, and then we got or is it a gorilla? I'm not sure. An ape or a gorilla, one of the two. And then I got giraffes on this side. So we gotta look up the meanings of those. I know giraffes have something to do with intuition, intuitive gifts, something of the sort. Put it down in the comments if you know. But I'm gonna read this to you. In that moment, when your entire life passes by before your eyes, I really don't think you will care too much about the amount of money you made, the frequent flyer miles you occurred, the awards you won, the car you owned, the value of your stock, or the number of times you got your picture in the newspaper. Instead, I believe the most important things in your life will probably be the smooches you shared. A lot of you are very close to something that you've been manifesting, and it's some sort of career, and I'm getting like creativity. Some of you could be producers, writers, artists, singers, musicians of some sort, dancing. I'm getting like somebody's writing a book. One of you is writing a book. Because I found this at random, okay? And this first one, the number 99 is at the bottom. And then 100's on this side. Endings and beginnings. Divine wants you to get a good balance right now, okay? You're very close to this manifestation, and it's not a bad thing. God, Source, Divine, Ancestors, Guides, Angels, those who are with us for the highest good, please give us the messages that we need. Give us the messages, the collective needs that I need, you know, everybody. Don't look at my shuffling, okay? Like I said, I am not a tarot card reader. I utilize cards to help me with my channeling and to help me relay the messages that Spirit wants you to hear. Your ancestors, your guides. We're only taking the messages from those who are serving your highest good, okay? None of that low vibrational stuff. None of that evil eye. We are protected up in here. Sitting on the dock of a bay, watching the tide run away, wasting time. Some of you need to relax. I feel like it's like you might be feeling like you're in a storm right now, but like you're in the eye of the storm, okay? I've been hearing be still for some time now, and that, like I said, everything around you might feel chaotic. Things might be coming and going in your life. You might be experiencing like financial hardship, but none of it matters because things are about to get abundantly better for you in all aspects. Just let go, release, control, accept it, that it's a part of your plan. It's all a part of the plan. It's all connected. My shuffling is atrocious, okay? So is my speaking today. It'll get better, I promise. I'm not normally struggling with my throat chakra as much. Just need to speak. Janae Yoko, Speak. That song just popped in my head. Got something about a blue dress. Okay, God, Source, Spirit. What messages do the collective need to hear? Don't look at my shuffling. I saw you. Don't wear it. This is the judge-free zone, okay? I ain't judging y'all. I'm here to help y'all, so don't judge me, okay? I ain't got no makeup on right now. I'm a terrible shuffler, okay? Some of you might have been detoxing lately. Like, your body is detoxing. Like, you might be really sore, like I said, but, like, you might be breaking out a little. Listen to your body, okay? Some of you need to start eating healthier. Start juicing. I juice celery and cucumber juice every morning, baby. And you need to drink your water. Drink your water. Okay? This will help you cleanse too. And drink your water before you pray, before you meditate. Okay? It'll amplify it. So take care of yourself. But listen to your body, okay? Your body is talking to you. Any other messages from this deck? Oh, always coming through. Any other ones from this deck? Should I pull another deck? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. Okay. I'm being called by something from this one real quick. Ancestors, guides. What do we need from this one? Any other ones? Oh yeah, okay. Love that, love it. Okay, alright. Beautiful. Anything else? Beautiful. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna read these first. I'm coming for you, deck. Okay, so we're gonna do this first. So right now, like I said, some of you are you're in a period of life where you are learning a lot. Now you might be studying in this new field. You might be investing a lot of time into it's like uncharted territory basically. And even with that focus right now, you're not only like learning, you know, from the 3D level, but like you're learning from your highest self as well. Like God is giving you, God, divine source, your ancestors are giving you lessons right now through your connections and through your environments in certain situations. But it's like a lot of studying right now, a lot of learning is happening. Some of you might work in a school, some of you might be a student, but it's like it's giving the energy of some, like, you know, like somebody that is a student of life in general. I'm also picking up that you might need to study your past mistakes and implement them in your present so you don't repeat them in the future. Okay, some of you need to do that. Some of you need to sit back and observe. Okay, focus on yourself right now, but observe the people around you, because God is saying that you will get the answers you were looking for on whether these people are trustworthy or not, or meant for you right now. Not necessarily trust. I'm not gonna say, you know, we're all going through our own shit, but like if they're in alignment with you right now, you need to sit back and study in a way so you can use your discernment to make a proper judgment on what's best for you. But some of these lessons too that you're learning, like I feel like you've learned a lot over the last 7 years of your life, especially in terms of connections and like friendships and family, and like what you don't want and what you do want in your life, and now you're applying that, and like you're no longer like making space for things that don't resonate with you, or they're not in alignment with what it is that you want to create for yourself. And you are to a point in your life where you're very much so like, you're not just like, you know, being hasty about jumping into new connections, or chopping off certain connections too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're actually to a point now where you're like, this is what I want, this is the type of dynamic I need, this is what I'm doing for myself, and I need the connections closest to me to also be doing that for them in their own way. Otherwise, it's you know what you have the capacity for and what you don't, and that's good. That's a good thing. It's beautiful. I got the food or drink card. Some of you need to be mindful about the food and the drinks that you're ingesting. Some of you need to cut back on sweets. But when I first looked at this card, I actually first thing I thought of was like you are attracting your like the right people for you, or like you just need to have a balance between your home life and your work life, okay? Don't lose sight of what really matters. There's something about like you have a bigger purpose in this life, but a part of your purpose is to connect with people, and you need to be connecting with the people around you right now. Come from a nurturing state. Nurture yourself, of course. Pour into yourself. Protect yourself. Don't be pouring into people who are not reciprocating, okay? But you need to realize that don't get lost. Don't lose sight in worldly things, okay? Okay? Abundance is not just material gain. It's not just financial. Abundance is spiritual, emotional. Your family. Some of you are like manifesting a marriage and a family that you've always wanted. And for some of you, you might be children of divorce, or like I said, past relationships. You got mad trauma from it. You might have never seen a successful marriage in your life, and so some of you are, you're letting that devil energy, like it's tricking you out of your own manifestations, okay? But of others of you, you are manifesting. You're manifesting something big in your life, and it's around the corner. And God's confirming that. But some of you need to protect yourself because there are people who are trying to hold you back from it. And some of them are, partners, unfortunately. But it could be work, it could be family. And it might feel a little heavier right now, but that's because I'm telling you, your manifestations are about to come to fruition. Like, everything starts to fall apart when it's actually falling together. You're clearing out the things that you no longer need so you can make space for what God's about to give you. All right. I'm like just going off, and I haven't even gotten to the cards yet. Okay, so I'm going to read. I was guided to pick one from each of these, just in case anybody wants to look into these books. These are daily meditations. Absolutely love these. Absolutely. But I was guided to read one from each of these. So, today is the 14th. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. I just heard that, sorry. Okay. So, looking for good in other people improves our attitude. We weren't born critical and negative. We developed those behaviors. And for many of us, they became a habit. They also became self-defeating. If we saw only the faults and not the assets in others, we probably assumed they saw the same in us. We were all losers in the process. We have come to the program because we are tired of losing. We want to feel better about ourselves. One of the easiest ways to accomplish this is to feel better about others. It's really not so difficult to see the better side of others. Initially, it's a decision. Then it's willingness to practice the behavior. The hardest part is bringing our minds back to the positive when they wander through their old stomping grounds. That is wild. Asking God for help will begin the process of change for us. Not dismissing even the smallest positive quality in another will improve our perspective. I will see only the good in my friends today. Practice will help. So, like I said, it's easy to fall back into negative patterns of behavior, okay? And if you feel like right now, if you're feeling triggered by somebody else's behavior, we're human, okay? And the healing process isn't linear. Sometimes we might have thought that we learned from the mistakes of our past, and we still have yet to develop certain mindsets to keep us from falling back into those, because some of you might have removed yourself from certain people or environments in your past, But now you're realizing it takes more than just removing yourself. You have to do the work, okay? Somebody might have came... I'm hearing something with like your family dynamic. You might have moved and got away from your family dynamic. And the toxicity of it. But unfortunately, you haven't escaped the feeling that you're... Because you have developed some of your own unhealthy patterns of behavior. Because when that's the environment you grew up in and it's all you've known, sometimes we're unconscious to how we, developed our own ways of coping to survive in those environments. So now it's time that God and your ancestors are waiting on you, because it's time for you to release that. It's time to let go of it. Okay? And it's gonna take time. But you can practice it with other people. Like, give grace to yourself in your healing journey. Like just the way that you would for others. Or I might be saying that backwards. Give others the grace and the space and the understanding that you give yourself on your healing journey. Now, if you are being hypercritical, judgmental, short-fused, and kind of reactive, that's a reflection of yourself. If you're doing that with others, it's a reflection of how you handle yourself in your healing journey. And God is wanting you to see how you're mirroring. Okay? This is an opportunity for healing for everybody involved. But for others of you, it's also an opportunity for you to see. You might be connected to somebody that is mirroring certain patterns of behavior that resemble your home life, and you're getting that newfound clarity, and you're having to reassess if this is something that you want to have in your life right now, because like I said, some of you are, your manifestations are around the corner. So some of you have, I feel like there's going to be a period of sacrifice so you can reap the rewards. And I'm not saying it's permanent, but for some of you it is, but for some of you it might just be a temporary sacrifice. So not everyone can go through the doorway. You can come back for people, but you need to go through the doorway. I heard that. Okay, so I'm going to read from this one real quick. Some minds remain open long enough for truth not only to enter, but to pass on through by way of a ready exit without pausing anywhere along the route. Many times when what someone says hurts us, if someone is pointing out a character defect or being critical of our work, we may find it difficult to listen. But before we react, we need to ask whether the person is being destructive or constructive in his or her speech. We can ignore destructive words by detaching, but we need to listen to constructive words. There is a reason to hear such words, even though they may hurt or make us feel defensive. To become a total listener rather than a selective listener, we can let people finish what they need to say. Silence and open mind can help us hear all their words. By truly listening and then responding maturely, we will grasp the message and perhaps see the love and caring with which is delivered. Tomorrow, I will not react to things said to me. I will truly listen and then respond maturely and gently. That dear spirit, gently, okay? The art of detachment. Some of you guys might be practicing that, and you might be applying that to your life right now. And if you haven't, you should. Okay, and it's not just detaching isn't being emotionally unavailable. Okay? Detaching is allowing others to go through their own journey and not letting their choices and impact or influence yours, okay? Release control, let go. Let go, okay? Listen to God, listen to Source, listen to your guides, your ancestors. And if you're uncertain, connect with them. They will help you. They will send you confirmations, okay? All right? God is setting your table. He is setting your table for you to eat, okay? and certain connections you have in your life, you're gonna find out here soon that people that you thought that were sitting on your side of the table eating with you were actually on the other side. And God, source, spirit, guide, your ancestors, they want you to just eat. Okay? You need to eat. Because they made their choice. It might sting a little. And you might be surprised by who's on the other side of that table. But like I said, you are to a point where you've gotten to this point where now you know what you want for friendships, for families, for work environments. Like you know what you want in life and what kind of connections you want, and it's emotionally fulfilling. And it, you might be shedding some happy tears, but you also might be crying from seeing who's on the other side of the table as well. But I feel like this period of sadness won't be long, because I feel like it'll be more so confirmation for you that like, oh, like you had inklings, you had a feeling, so seeing them on the other side of the table is kind of like, oh, that's just confirmation. All right, but shed those tears, okay? Because when you release that emotion, it actually amplifies your manifestations. But in general, like, your emotional state, you're gonna be feeling emotionally fulfilled, and whatever it is that you are bringing forth, like within your interpersonal relationships, like, and with, I'm getting like career. Like I said, some of you are creatives, but like, release the emotion you're feeling, because it's gonna lead to this. Some of you are born to sparkle. You're meant to be in the spotlight. Don't look at my nail. I should be using this hand. Oh my gosh, no. I was right. Oh my gosh. So sad. Okay. Anyways. So, some of you are meant to be in the public eye. So it would make sense why those of you who are dealing with connections where you're getting this clarity of somebody being ego-driven and jealous and envious of you, it's because of the energy you carry. You have a star quality, like, you are influential. And I'm not even saying like influencer, like you could be an influencer, but like, you are abundant, and you're about to be, like I said, you're about to be eaten. God set your table, you're about to eat. But some of you are born for stardom, and this newfound fame and fortune is well deserved. But I get that you don't even care about the fame, honestly. There's just a purpose. Like, you have a purpose and something about your energy, man. Like, you don't even have to be drop dead gorgeous. Like, you could be somebody that's broke. You could be somebody that doesn't even have a job right now. You could be somebody that doesn't even have a relationship. Not that like makes you better, but like, you could be somebody that looks at yourself like, oh, I'm not where I want to be yet. I don't have much of anything, worldly things at least. But there are people around you that are envious and jealous of you because it's the energy that you carry. Like, you don't even have to be drop dead gorgeous. Like, your energy it's addicting. Like, you could be in a room with like models, and you walk in and everybody turns and looks at you because you're a bright light, and you either inspire or infuriate. You either inspire others or you trigger others. But like I said before, our triggers are our own responsibility, right? Move with grace, okay? The last card I got was the book writing. Now, like I said, some of you are creatives. I was picking up on heavy writer energy, like somebody's writing a book, or you're supposed to write a book, or some kind of poetry, or you know what I'm hearing, with this card, with everything that you've learned, all the lessons that you have taken in this lifetime, Spirit wants you to write about it. You are meant to share your lessons, your stories, everything that you've endured. Like you are a voice that is meant to relay messages of hope and love. You're supposed to share your story. You need to write it out. A musician, you need a rapper. Interpretive dance. Some of you might need a dance right now too to release some of your trauma. You're storing trauma in your hips. Some of you need a dance, but also journal. But or if you have been journaling, the stuff that you've been writing is meant to be shared. Like you are supposed to be in the spotlight, and you're supposed to be sharing your story. All those tears you shed, you are resilient. You're emotionally intelligent, honest. You are meant to share all of that healing. Okay? I love this for you. There are people who are trying to stop you, man. But they can't. You can't stop something that is orchestrated by divine, by God, by source. I'm sorry, you can't. This is bigger than everybody. This is bigger than worldly shit. But that's why the devil energy is coming in hard, trying to distract you right now. You need to cleanse, keep your energy clear. Practice your spiritual practices daily, okay? You need to focus on whatever it is that you are meant to share with your voice. Focus on that. Focus on writing. Even when things seem a little turbulent, like I said, be still. Don't make hasty decisions. But write it out. Have a healthy coping mechanism with it, okay? The last cards I got were... Sorry, I keep getting all these interruptions. Like nonstop. Happen again. Something is trying to keep me from relaying this message. But anyways, we ain't gonna stop. So, the cards that I got, quotes to meditate on. If you want to know your past life, look into your present condition. If you want to know your future life, look at your present actions. Like I said, take the lessons from your past and make sure you are applying them in your present so you don't repeat them in your future. Are there any reoccurring patterns of behavior going on, situations, connections that are keeping you stuck in a loop? And now I'm not saying to be hasty and just dip out, because that's not always the solution, actually. Sometimes you need to look at yourself. Sometimes the other person you're connected with is a mirror of you. Sometimes you need to work together. But there are other times where you need to deuces. Use your discernment. We got quotes to meditate on. Let those who have done good repeat it over and over. Set your mind on it, for happiness is the accumulation of good. The Buddha. You are about to reap the rewards. You've been about to reap the rewards, though, of whatever it is that you have been manifesting. Like, I feel like you've been going through, like, a period of struggle. Like, emotionally, financially, romantically, with work, whatever it is. Like, you're going through a period of struggle, but You're about to be blessed. Like, things are about to completely change for you here soon. And so it might feel really chaotic right now, okay? But let it happen. Let it go. Accept it for what it is, okay? Don't try to control the outcome, because far better is coming in. Your affirmation: I am the architect of my life. We cannot control our fated circumstances, but we can control our destiny, right? You may have not caused your own wounding. Your wounding might not be your fault. But it is your responsibility to heal. It's your responsibility. And you have been. Some of you have been. And that's why things are falling into place for you. Oh, I want to cry. This is beautiful energy, guys. The last affirmation you got is, I have everything I need right now for an abundant life. You are abundant. Like I said, there are people around you. That envy, the matters of the ego, like the jealousy, the greed, betrayal, that energy that you have, like I said, you have everything in your life that you need right now to be abundant. And you might not have the biggest house. You might not even own a house. You might not even own a car. You might have no money in your bank account right now. But it doesn't matter, because you are overflowing in abundance spiritually. Your energy, like who you are, God has anointed you, man. Like, and it's about to show. Like I said, He is setting your table, and everybody in your life who has tried to like minimize you, or try to put you in a box, or try to cast judgment on you and said, like, this is who you're going to become, this is who you're going to be in life, this is all you're ever going to be, thinking that you're naive, you're gullible, or just plain stupid. They're all about to be like, I'm sorry, but God is setting that table for you. Some of you are about to be like the first generational millionaires of your family, and you're going to have some, like I said, some of the people that are around you it's family that is being problematic for some of you. And they're going to be mad. And some of them are going to try to switch up to get back into your life. Okay? And some of them are going to try to get you to fumble your own blessings. Be mindful. Like I said, stay focused, cleanse, do your spiritual practices, journal. Focus on you, relax, okay? Okay, I'm gonna do a couple cards from here. I hear my kids. They're taking a bath right now. God, source, ancestors, guides, give us some extra additional messages for the collective. I am between my shuffling, there's just a lot happening in this first video, and I'm glad you're getting to see who I am as a person. Celebrate, celebrate, holiday. Some of you are going to be celebrated, or you're gonna have a reason to celebrate, and some of you are gonna get like a surprise vacation. I just got that for some reason. Some of you are. I hope that's me. I'd love that. Who knows? You don't know what's around the corner. You never know what's waiting for you around the corner. Focus on you. Don't be passing judgments onto other people. Because you never know what's waiting for you around the corner. Some of you, it's sweet nothings. But there, like I said, I feel like there's somebody in your life that they know the favor that you have in your life, and they know you're about to be manifesting something, and they're trying to come back in, and they are feeding you sweet nothings, because they want to try to distract you. They want to try to prevent it from happening, basically. Oh, that's too many. I'm not gonna do that. Plus, that was, like I said, I am not the best shuffler. Hopefully that improves. The progress will be real. I'll take these up. Return to sender. Anything these people are trying to send out to you, they're trying to do to you, it is being returned back to them tenfold, okay? Listen to your body. Like I said earlier, your body is telling you, is indicating who's for you, who's not for you, what you're ingesting, if it's good for you, if it's not. But your third eye is opened. You see clearly. And your body is signaling who's safe and who isn't. Okay? I'm going to do one more. Or we'll see. Anything else? Oh. All right. That's all I'm taking, though. Inheritance. This is your birthright. Some of you are actually going to receive some sort of inheritance in general that was owed to you. But this, I'm getting like, this is your birthright. Whatever you're walking into, this is more than you even imagined, okay? God knows exactly what it is that you've been wanting, and he's going to give it to you. And it's going to be some of the things that you never imagined you would actually get. But you need to release. Release and you shall receive. Let go. You need to, like, physically, like, just let go of control. Let go of, if things seem like they're falling apart, if connections seem like they're falling apart, let go. If you feel like you're having an issue with a connection you're currently in, where it's like you're like trying hard to like control how they're operating, just let go of control. Focus on you, okay? Keep the focus on you. Because you are walking right into a celebration. Holiday. Yeah. I love that. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do for you. Sorry, I'm not licking my lips. You know why? I need to put chapstick on. That's why. I should have did it at the beginning of the video, but we're going to keep it real on this channel, okay? As real as it gets. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me. Now I found who I am. There's no way to hold it in. No more hiding who I'm meant to be. Wow, this is me. Straight up. Yo, y'all. I'm so excited for you. No more hiding. You're not tolerating that bullshit anymore. You are being you. Whether people accept it or not, whether people like it or not, let them be mad, man. Because you're about to be adored by many. And you're about to inspire many. And with power comes great responsibility. Do the healing work, okay? This is great. This is beautiful. You know, with love comes hate. There's a fine line between love and hate. Obsession. Why are you so obsessed with me? And I feel like some of you are feeling that way right now. Honestly. With some of the people you're dealing with and like the lengths they're going to try to like distract you and get you off your path. It's like, why? Like, imagine if they applied that energy to themselves, right? But your story is going to inspire them. And they're going to realize, like, damn, what was I doing? How could I be such a fool? Oh my gosh. They're going to be living on regret. Now, these are just random. I did originally I have little messages, just stuff written on these. I have other things that I want to utilize eventually, but this is what I'm going to use for now. But my daughter decided to mix them all up in the same jar, so we're just going to see what comes out. And I'll do one of these. I just love that. There's no way to hold it. I don't know if that's the right words, but no more hiding who I'm meant to be. This is me. You are meant to be something big, baby. You gotta share your story. There's a reason why you went through all the shit that you went through. This guy was like, I got a bigger plan for you. You are a healer. You are meant to help other people. And you are going to.